Hi, and welcome to The Ring is Chosen. I'm your host, Clifford, and with me as always...
I'm Crystal, and this is my PokeBall.
That's the thing, she's not feeling well today.
No, I don't feel well. So if I die, I want to be cremated in my urn. I want to be a PokeBall. That's what I'm determined.
I can't wait. We're going to have a Poke episode. It's coming. I'm going to be nauseous.
I might sing.
I might not be there. It'll be great.
You're going to be there.
Oh my god, I didn't drink this time. Or at least I didn't drink enough this time.
I didn't either, but I have a giant bag of candy that you bought for me, just for me special. But I haven't eaten any of it because I don't feel well, so...
I figure it's a double whammy, because Easter's coming, and also because of the unspeakable things I don't remember doing that showed up on video.
Oh, maybe are we speaking of...
Of this.
The leg rubbing incident?
What the hell was that?
I completely remember the entire thing.
Because now the whole world can see it.
I was frozen with fear.
Clearly.
That may be the last time we ever record in my home.
No, while I'm drinking. Don't ever let me drink that much and record in your home. Because clearly I got way too comfortable. Way too comfortable. I'm like, no, this is great. We're on your couch. We're just recording. And I'm like, who is this?
For my life.
You shouldn't have been. You clearly,
are a large man.
Because clearly...
I am not a large man.
I was emotionally distraught over Invincible 110. So, like, I was having a roller coaster.
So you chose to rub my leg after a rape comic. That is the correct, method of displaying our distress of emotions.
I was clearly having a roller coaster evening.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This brought it to a whole new level.
It's a horrifying level. And to think we haven't even touched this week's comics.
Oh my god, this week was so much better than last week, so maybe we don't need to rub each other's legs.
No. Hands above the waist.
I'm wearing pants from now on.
Yeah. Well, what were you wearing? You were only wearing whatchamacallits?
Underpants. No, I was wearing pants.
Yeah, you were wearing they were whatever.
Okay, so I want to do it this week. Since last week was so bad, and we really didn't have much to say about good.
Although our Captain America review is floating out in the ether somewhere.
Oh, it's not out yet? Okay, but anyway, so this is what I want to do this week. I want to get the 2 books I thought were not up to par out of the way this week and forget about all the bad and then talk about all the good.
Okay.
Sound good?
All right.
So my first not good episode of books would be The Ultimate FF #1. So, did you read this?
No.
Okay.
All I know is I looked at the cover, I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Did you glance at it?
I glanced.
Okay, so open this book. It's basically a sketchbook. And then the way I described it was there was a whole bunch of phrases that were cataloged for each of these characters. And they're sitting in, like, a book somewhere. And the writer, or not writer, went to this book and took phrases that somebody else wrote and then just threw them in a sketchbook, found it, and sent it out. And that is my review for Ultimate FF. It's not very good. It's really... it's a sketchbook. It's bad. We're not even talking about this anymore. Ultimate FF #1, don't even go buy it.
Then keep trying with that
They keep
branch.
trying, don't even go buy it. So my second not very good was Wonder Woman.
Really?
It was, but this is the reason. The storyline kept jumping around too much. It was it wasn't linear, it was a little difficult to keep up, even if you knew the story. So that's why I didn't like it. But other than that, it was good. If
you're following the story, it was okay.
It was okay, but even still...
It was a filler.
It jumped around a little bit too much, so...
And God knows, it was, as usual, the book is very not reader-friendly. This one was exceptionally not new reader-friendly.
Yeah.
New reader-friendly, not reader-friendly. New reader-friendly.
It was good, continue reading it, but don't be upset when you open it up.
There was some cool stuff in there.
There was, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great, and it was difficult to follow.
There are 2 key things I liked, were the idea that the Amazons had to embrace Wonder Woman,
that she's the queen now. They're like...
Right, but even still, they kind of were like, oh, Diana,
Yeah.
Like, where's Hippolyta? Oh my God, she's still Clay. What happened? Like, and it's like, oh, but I'm here, sisters. And like, no, Hippolyta. And then like, it's like, Hera, why is my mother not restored? And it's like,
and she's like, I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm trying, but it's not working. So that was cool.
Okay, so we're done talking about the bad this week.
Yeah.
Unless you had another bad.
I have the middle.
Okay, let's go middle then.
Which is Batman Eternal #2.
I didn't read it because I was not impressed with #1. So.
And the thing, like #1, it's building towards something. You know, it's a weekly book, and so like you're asking for a lot of investment and commitment. So yeah, the story picks up nicely. You know, something is happening. There's some good. There's some investment. The other characters are coming into play. This one focused mostly on Gordon, which I really liked.
Okay.
You know, because Gordon's talking to Batman from his cell, and Batman's like, you know, like I'm supporting you. I believe in you. I'm gonna help you, etc. And Gordon's like, you know, like. He goes, are you telling me this as like as you or as like the guy under the mask? Because like I don't know about you or how young you are or whatever. He's like, I'm not a young man anymore. He's like, and in the past 3 days I've gotten 5 hours of sleep, and I don't even know what I saw in that alley anymore. And I don't know if I could trust myself. I don't know if I could trust what I saw. I don't know how I feel about any of this, and maybe I deserve to be in this cell.
Okay.
And I thought that was really good, and I thought that made some of the events of the first issue.
Do you think it's going to be ongoing, or do you think it's going to be?
Oh well, this is like a big 52-week event.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see.
Gordon was also in another issue this week. Heavily was Batman, the finale of 0 Year Final Act.
Woo!
Yeah. So you didn't read this, did you?
I didn't. We've talked about it so much. I'm like, bad Cliff.
So I'm just gonna open it up and the Riddler is, you know, he's got his thing going on. And everybody's trying to like save the world and everything, and Batman, Bruce Wayne wakes up, and he's like, where have I been? I've been sick, and he tries to call Alfred on a secure line, gets hold of him, and then they go find Gordon, and they end up saving Gordon, and they're gonna start fighting back. That was my synopsis of the book. I really didn't think it was excellent. I liked the art was very good. But I really didn't think it was spectacular.
Especially with so much 0 Year.
Yeah, it wasn't spectacular. There wasn't like a big boom, you know? Which I expect from Batman, because it's what he does. The binding and the cover is lovely. This thing is freaking awesome.
And there's raised print and everything.
Yeah, it's really nice. I like to touch it.
Yeah.
But let's talk about something spectacular, because I want to talk about this a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I'm going to pick up.
I know. We're going to do this.
Miss Marvel #3.
Right on.
Okay, so I want to hear your opinion, because it sounds like you have a different opinion than I do.
I have the biggest singular bone to pick with this title.
It's that she's white, right?
I can't handle it.
Okay, but wait, did you actually read the book?
did, and it's beautiful, and it's pissing me off.
She's finally figured out that she can control it.
No, she can control it, and I like that.
And she can choose who she's going to be.
Right.
And in that moment, to cover her secret identity, she hasn't had she just figured this out. That she
Right, but she keeps, and I'm amused that she keeps transforming into Carol.
But
which
she
is
did that
fun.
on purpose now, because she didn't have time to think about who is she going to be.
Right, because Carol is her idol, and I get it. I get it. But like I said, my biggest beef with this is she has to stop doing this.
It's issue 3.
I know, but it's got to stop happening by 5. That's my cutoff.
I think it will.
Yeah.
I really think it will. I mean...
But I think because everything else is so good. It's so good.
Everything is good.
Yeah, it's excellent. It is spectacular. And I'm just saying, the fact that she's not white and morphs into... And then we get these covers. Every cover has been like this. You know, even from issue 1.
But I think it's going to change.
I'm desperate.
They're setting it up this way because they have to, like I said before. And she's got to become her own, you know?
But that's what I'm waiting for. And that's the only thing I'm freaking out about. Because now it's issue 3, and by issue 3, this is the beginning of the turnaround. This is the beginning of the turnaround, so it gives me hope.
Up until now, a person of her ethnicity and religion, what heroes could she have looked to be like?
You're right. There
are none. So she's taking what she can see and putting it on herself because she's going through such emotional turmoil that she's got to look to her heroes. But she's now coming into her own and figuring out she doesn't have to be like these people, but it's It's melding nicely.
See,
I don't know if it's going to happen by 5. Like,
yeah,
I
need it to happen by 5 because one of my biggest
it's going to happen by 6 or 7.
Oh God, it better because but 5 is really my cutoff point because 6 is the ending of an arc. That's enough books to make a trade, and it's got to classify that. And I'm gonna tell you my other big beef. It's her power set. When they created her with a power set, a set of ideals. They didn't have to choose this power set. They chose this power set, and they chose to go this route. You know, they could have made a power set that had nothing to do with shapeshifting, and it could have been a girl with powers who's always got brown skin.
But what about this? What if they chose this specific power set to make a social commentary point?
I am completely on board, and I'm completely willing to embrace it. But I'm only willing to go that far if by issue 5 we have a full turnaround, and issue 6, this is that. I keep turning into White Carol Danvers is over because
I agree with that.
Yeah, that's it. Other than that, I have stood with you, and I have loved the book.
The book is wonderful.
And I think it's wonderful. Cultural references, beautiful. Characterization of her family members, her school, all excellent. And I'm just saying, if they don't address that one thing and they don't make it come full circle the way I'm expecting, that will be the knife in the book.
I agree. This book for me has become the new Captain Marvel since Captain Marvel's relaunch.
Right, her book has just been. At least
sucks.
This book has something to offer. Like her book has just been like, what the heck happened?
Yeah, so this is the new book for me. The other one I don't even want to read
I'm
anymore.
super enjoying it. I just have the one concern that freaks me out. That's it. But I'm super enjoying it. I think so too. But if they don't do it by that cutoff, it's gonna be eek.
Okay, so we have 5 choices before us.
This was really good. You want to end on this one?
Okay. We can talk about that and rate that one.
Okay. So, Supergirl number 30, Red Daughter crossover. I'm going to keep it short. They're on an alien world. Of course, Supergirl is the starting point. I mean, starting point. This is the narrative. And they're protecting, but they're also kind of like culling the system a little bit. And Guy is there, by the way, and he's rocking his full beard in this book as he is in the Red Lantern book. And Supergirl has spent some time with the other Lanterns, and some of them have drawn out her rage, and it's not really for the best. So she's like, you know, talking to Guy about stuff, and she's like, I don't know. She's like, they're gonna have to fear my rage because the Red Lanterns, we're gonna burn the system to the ground. And Guy's like, what? No, like his face, like what? We can't have this. In the meantime, there's another alien race, all like, oh, look, it's a Kryptonian, and she's stronger than ever, and she's got a red lantern ring. Oh, it's like, yes, she'll help us. She'll make everyone like the Kryptonians. Yes, we'll destroy everything so that everyone has to be stronger. So great. We've got a freakazoid alien race that wants to destroy things so that they can take
I wonder if this is going to tie in with Sinestro, number 1, and the stuff that's coming.
Maybe long term, but as of right now, I'm not so sure.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so because this seems to be a different focus at the moment. It wasn't bad. I mean, my summary is very out there. There's a lot of things I don't like going on in New 52. Contextually to the Red Lantern storyline, I enjoyed it.
Okay. Did you read Batwoman this week?
I did not read Batwoman this week.
It was kind of a filler issue. It wasn't very strong, but they oh goodness, the man in the spider costume. I forgot what his name was. But anyway, she's chasing him in Arkham Asylum, and she follows him out after, and he goes to her grandfather's house and is after paintings, and she can't figure out why he takes this set of paintings because they're not very important. And then the end of it ends with them both at the same time figuring out why these paintings were taken and where they have to go next to get wherever this person is after. Well, the art in this is actually very excellent. That was why I picked. But the story was a filler. It was Batwoman continually.
Batwoman after Wolf Spider, and he's in her father's house.
Yeah, so it's continually a good storyline. This one wasn't as strong as the other ones, but not everyone is good. So, but the art is awesome. Again. So,
very nice.
You know what storyline was awesome this week, but art was
Yeah, but it was good.
Batman and Wonder Woman.
Batman and Wonder Woman.
The art, I think, was rushed.
Yeah, because Patrick Gleason's pretty good.
So,
but this was rushed.
yeah.
The Hunt for Robin.
The art was a little rushed. The proportions were off. Some of the faces looked kind of squished and awkward. But the storyline is good. We meet Batman's on the land, on the island with all the Amazons.
With all the newly resurrected Amazons.
And they're not exactly happy that he's there.
They're still just as not happy with Wonder Woman here as they are in her own book.
Well, I thought this was a very heartwarming story.
It was.
Because the Ra's al Ghul releases this giant monster, and he's the dark monster. What do they call it? I forgot. But he's a very dark, shadowy monster, and he's swallowing everything in his path. So Wonder Woman takes her lasso of truth and gets him around the neck and says, "What do you want?" And he goes, "I just want the light." So they take him to the beach
to
and
see
he
the
sees
sun.
the sunset or sunrise, and he's like, "Oh, I'm happy now," and then he just dissipates. It was very nice.
That part was nice, even though it was also oh.
Oh, it was kind of but because the Amazons were really angry and stuff, it was just a nice ending, very peaceful. They were able to help this thing that was trapped by Zeus for so long.
At least Wonder Woman and Batman were able to do something helpful. The Amazons on the other hand were like,
So, okay, so I'm finally getting what I want.
Yes, you are.
With the ending of Superior Spider-Man.
What a great book.
It was alright.
It was alright after all. I mean, the art wasn't great, but I'm sorry to everyone who worked on it. It was, I don't know, it also felt a little rushed.
I'm still angry that it happened.
Okay.
I feel like it was just a giant setup to relaunch Amazing Spider-Man at #1 because the numbers were getting out of hand. That's what I feel.
I mean, they relaunch numbers all the time, so don't feel that it has to be that anyway.
I hate that. Keep it in line. Stop. It's Amazing Spider-Man. Just keep it going. Now you're stuck at #1 again. That messes my books up.
They don't care. They don't care anymore.
You should
look at Miss Marvel. They reboot her all the time.
This is true.
I mean, Captain Marvel, I should say. I see now I'm going to get those names mixed up all the time now.
But, okay, so my biggest beef with this book, my biggest beef and my biggest favorite thing was the page with the Green Goblin, when he realizes that Spider-Man, it's Peter Parker. So, the beef is the Goblin costume, he looks like a lizard. He's very scaly, and I don't like that. It looked awkward. But the way he realizes it's Peter Parker, I enjoyed that because there's literally just panels. Goblin says something, Peter responds with a joke, and Goblin goes, "It's you." And that summed up the whole book for me. And then the rest of it was the aftermath of, Parker having to apologize and
reunite with people.
And
I thought it was really nice, especially because people just didn't know how to react.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, okay, you just saw me 3 hours ago. What's going on, buddy?"
I'm excited for Amazing Spider-Man #1. I am also excited that next week I will be going to the red carpet premiere and the after party.
For the movie of
The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
So I will attempt to take pictures as much as I can.
With Jamie Foxx.
Hopefully. So maybe we'll have good things coming our way with that. So let's move on to our final book.
Which was awesome.
Which was amazing.
Sinestro #1. Oh.
It was really good for somebody who doesn't follow Green Lantern but knows a little bit of the universe. I picked it up and I was enthralled.
This is how you do a #1.
It was excellent. It had that mystery, it had the impact, and
it tells you who the heck everybody is.
Which was wonderful once again for me, and it had the WTF moment at the end, like, "Ooh, no you didn't."
Yes, exactly. So, everything. This is how you're supposed to do it. This is it. Every great art.
If there was one book this week you should pick up, it would be Sinestro #1.
This was the book. Finally, we have a book that we're like, we love it.
Yeah, this is it's almost as good as The Movement #1. When it first came out. Remember when that came out?
I like how you're like, it's almost as good. Come on.
Gail Simone, come on.
I know, we love Gail, but this was awesome.
This was very good.
This is better.
So I don't even want to talk about it.
You don't want to say those words. I know you don't.
I don't want to spoil it.
But I know you don't want to say this is better. This is better.
No, it wasn't better.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome.
I can't go against my gal. It wasn't better. It was great. I mean, if we gave Gail the 10.0, this would be the 9.99.
I would have called The Movement the 9.7, and I called this the 10.
That is why we are different people.
Clearly, but mostly because, but also those were all new characters, all new introduction. I still was confused about what's going on. Established character, re-established introduction.
I'm excited.
Yeah. That was some freaky stuff going on in this book. That was great. So this is it.
I don't even want to talk about it, so let's not.
Yeah, I'm not going to add to it, but that's it. Great.
So, wow, we are out of books.
PokeBall.
Pokeballs.
Oh my gosh. Oh, open now.
These are those Burger King things that had the 24 karat gold plated Pokemon in it?
Plated.
I don't care if it's plated. There's
No, I'm just saying that because people just talk about like, oh, it's 24 carats. I'm like, it's
Wait,
plated.
there's Pikachu in there.
Pikachu.
Swirl's my favorite.
Pika. I'm making funny Pokemon sounds. And we got done before Dungeons and Dragons started.
Excellent. So, thanks for listening, watching, whatever you do.
That's right, because we do everything. We do have audio and video now for your pleasures.
I don't know why you wouldn't want to look at me.
I don't either, except for when she's wearing that hat.
Yeah.
Or I'm rubbing her leg.
Those are two events that will never probably happen again. Maybe not. Have a great night.
Enjoy. Have a happy celebratory holiday weekend if you're celebrating. And if you're not, enjoy your weekend anyway.
Eat lots of candy.
Yeah.
It's jelly bean season.
That's right.
It's my second food group.
Yeah. Ooh.
Bye.
Thank you.